From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's Utah, baby.
Every topic, every voice, like a new kind of pearl. Shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. L Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's you talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. From the heart of the city to the edge of the world.
It's Utah, baby.
Black kings and queens, we're both in a fur. Every time we carry.
Oh boy. Oh boy. It's Monday night. Hold up, sis. I know you chomping at the bit. I know you ready to go. You like all righty. You came in the thing with everybody like like looking like a tiger and all of that. Like, yo,
bro. I'm ready.
all right. I know, but look, we gotta still let's do it. Hey boy, this is gonna be some fun tonight. Everybody, what's happening? You're locked in. It's another Monday night of Real Talk right here on the Utah Network. I'm your boy LFJ, flanked by my wonderful host, the lovely Miss Shy Blue, ready to tear some stallion ass.
No, I am. I'm so ready. I've been training all week. I'm telling you, like, I am so ready. Ready.
This is about to be real fun. But before we get to it, as always, you know how we do. We got to get the business out the way, and then we can get down to what we got to get down to. Shout outs. First shout out, as always, has to go to the man. Oh, Shy, you know what? My bad. I've been rushing. I rushed to get home because work was working. I forgot to do it. You got to remind me, sis. I know you chomped up, and I'm chomped up. It ain't no us.
I'm not without you, baby.
Yeah, my bad. It's just been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. Forgive us. It's been wild. Anyway, now we can get to the business. So the business at hand, as always, man, we got to give our shout outs. Shout out number one, as always, goes to the man, the myth, the legend, the creator, and the proprietor of U-Talk and the U-Talk Network himself, my little brother, your big brother, our brother, a.k.a.
Big D.
We love you, boy. We love you.
Kevin.
No doubt.
So.
Second shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man behind the mechanics, behind everything, the technicals, keeping us on these airwaves, keeping us broadcasting to you, because without him, it really wouldn't be us. It really ain't no us. Marquise Judge, KJ Productions in the building. Thank you, Marquise, for everything we do. You do. We love you, bro. Much love to you. Third shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man who designs the merch, the man with all the designs, everything you see, the logos, the shirts, you know, all of that stuff. Yes. Oh, you rock it. You got. Oh, I didn't pick mine up. I didn't get home in time. But either which way, shouts out to. It is. I dig it. Yeah. He be doing his thing. But
He does.
Got to give a shout out to the man behind all of the designs and everything, man. Our guy, Mr. Joseph Bernard. What's up, Dre Day? Let me hit these chats right quick. John L. was good. Chris Kane was happening. Yes, Chris Kane is definitely about to get real. LNV. Yeah, LNV. I'm getting it started and I'm getting it over with because it's going to be some fight.
That's my tag team partner over there. Yeah.
Oh, Messy. Oh, I'm gonna call him Messy E. You know, used to have Easy E. That's Messy E right there. Messy Ellen.
Don't do that.
That's sis though. That's sis. Sis is all good. So shouts out to you, JB. Thank you so much. Fourth shout out, as always, has to go to, as always, the viewing audience, man. Y'all take y'all time to watch us, man. Without y'all, we wouldn't be doing our thing. So we thank you. If you're watching us live, if you're watching us on the rewatch, wherever you watch us. And once again, the U-Talk podcast app. As a matter of fact, for those who are looking for it, let me put it up right here so you guys can go and search it up. Right there. It's the You Talk podcast app. Just go to your source where you get your apps at, be it Apple or Android. Of course,
Yeah.
Android is better. And type in type in You space Talk space podcast, just like that. You'll see the logo with the Miami symbol and all of that. That's us. Right now, everything is football, but we're about to start integrating real talk into that. Matter of fact, we're going to have a real talk chat coming up. So for those of y'all that like the show, we're going to go ahead on and bring real talk there. So you don't have to wait until every Monday. We can have real talk every day of the week. So go get that app. But thank you for rocking with us and watching us as always. And final shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the energy, has to go to the Pippen to Michael Jordan, has to go to the Robin to Batman, has to go to she just blazing them, bro. She blazing them. 21 gun salute. My sis Shy Blue, thank you for everything you do, sis. We appreciate you. Thank you so much,
bro. And I thank you, and I appreciate you more.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So much.
So with that, we're gonna get into it, but real quick, sis, how you doing? What's been going on with you?
I'm great. I've been doing wonderful. I'm still doing my fasting thing, so that's good. But I have a confession.
Okay, come on, Usher.
A little bit of wine. I had to kind of break in my little bit of wine because I don't do no alcohol or nothing like that, bro. I had to get my little wine in, but a little bit don't hurt anybody. So, I've been doing good with that. My puppies, like I said, my dog had her puppy.
Oh, congratulations!
I'm selling them. So if anybody's interested, they're Frenchies with the fluffy carrier. So yeah, email me if you're interested. But yeah, besides that, everything's cool. Like I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. I'm doing all my shopping tomorrow, but I had to get like, the country food today, like the turkey necks and everybody be buying those. I had to get that today, but I'm doing my shopping and just preparing to fix dinner because that's what I normally do. So I'm the chef of my friends and family besides my brother. My brother is a chef too. But yeah, I'm just getting ready for Thanksgiving and having some fun and playing some games with my friends and family. How about you?
Everything is good. I'm going on vacation after this week, so I got a short week, 3 days. My house, I ain't doing shit. I'm literally going to kick back and relax my nerves and just, you know what? I travel enough during the year. Me and wifey, we take our weekend getaways. We take our normal week-long vacation for our anniversary and stuff like that.
Right.
And we were intending on doing something, but it got pushed back and canceled. So I said, you know what? I mean, I got to take my days. My company don't have a buyback, so I'll lose them. So you know what? I said, I'm going to take me some extended time. I'm already off Thursday and Friday. I'm taking next week. I'm going to have 9 days off, and we're going to enjoy this time off. So, yeah. I'm look at D. Look at D say you should be full from eating all the damn ribs when he.
I don't eat ribs.
Wait a minute. I was about to say you ate some meat. Ooh.
No, I did. No. Now that has changed a little bit. Remember, I said I started to do a little bit of meat for more protein since I'm fasting.
Okay.
But no, bro was in town. He was in town. We all go out to eat, and he ordered pork ribs. And he was like, "Sis, eat some ribs." I don't eat pork, bro. So that's why he keeps talking about damn ribs.
Listen. He sent me the picture. And he sent me the shots that y'all did, y'all selfie shots.
So you see my salad. I had a salad.
Yes, but I looked at his plate. I seen fries and all kind of unhealthy shit.
Yes, I had
I didn't really see what Cyrus had.
The same thing. We both had a salad with like steak.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and you up there cheesing with your greens and leafy greens and shit.
I had some damn ribs. Damn.
Oh man, let me find out you eating swine, sis. Let me find out you eating swine.
No, don't put that out there, bro.
I ain't gonna put you out there. I'm gonna keep it clean.
I'm the voice with some people. Don't put it out there.
I ain't gonna mess your rep up. But look, y'all, we about to get into it. We got an awesome show tonight. I just wish I could have got home soon enough to load the clip. But for those of y'all that were here last week, you know how this came about. Last week, we were getting out of here, and our topic last week was women, were they becoming and taking the place of men because they were so strong and men were just not stepping up. Right. And in the gist of getting out of here last week, we had one of our day ones. He made a comment that said that, men well, go ahead and tell him, Shy. I'm gonna let you do the honors because I'm just moderating.
He basically said that the only reason why men cheat is because they're not getting enough cootie cat at home. And I'm like, what? That is so not true. And I'm gonna have my little pointers and I'm gonna explain a little bit more. But you got to be kidding me. And see, he was slick about it. He tried to slide it in there once he was about to get off the show. See, that's the thing. He knew not to say nothing in the middle of the show because I would have went off. Like the show would have been done. We've been talking about what we're talking about right now. Then, however, he waited till like it was 3 minutes left on the show, and he gonna say that. Like you got to be crazy if you think the only reason why men cheat is if they're not getting enough cootie cat from the female. Like what? So all week I've been asking people talking about this topic. No, I'm serious, bro. I'm like, bro.
I know. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I know how it hit you. Like it really struck a nerve. And even in the group chat, you were still like on it even later in the week. I'm like, I ain't never seen sis hot like that behind some sort.
I'm a victim. I've been in a relationship, a long-term relationship, and got cheated on, and I did everything you can imagine. So it's like I'm proof that is not true. So I was asking men, I was asking women, I even talked to my damn dog. Like,
not the dog.
He's on men cheating, not getting no cat. And guess what? What, bro? The men said no, that is not true. Men cheat for other reasons, and I cannot wait to put it in his face, and I want to see what he's going to say. I want to hear his response because it's going to be, it's going to be a first round knockout for me.
Well,
I'm not putting on the first round, bro.
Let me, hey,
Who's putting their money on me?
hey. Okay, this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to put in the chat. Do you think Shy is going to win the argument, or do you think our special guest is going to be able to win the argument? Yeah. Put a 1 for Shy and put a 2 for Stallion in the chat. But anyway,
we're doing 3 rounds. We're doing 3 rounds, y'all.
Correct. We're doing 3 rounds. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to have the coin toss. I have a number that I've already drawn up. I'm going to have each one of them call whatever number it is. Whoever gets closest to, or if they correctly guess the number, they will have the equivalent of what is the coin toss. That's one in football. They will have the privilege to be able to say, okay, I'll go first and put my point out, or boom. Kane's Raw is 1 or 2, man. I'm not in this. Don't put 3. Don't try to insert Larry or Larry up in there. Larry ain't got nothing to do with that.
It's no draws. There's no tie. It's either me or him.
It's gonna be either or.
Him, bro. Make sure you let me know.
I'm watching. Right now, LNV has a unanimous 1. So we're gonna go ahead on and bring our special guest on without further ado, man. Listen, he's a friend of the show. I've been rocking with him for 8 years on the sports side with some things. Great dude, man. He's very, very knowledgeable about stuff, but he can be controversial as well. And not only this, listen, while they're debating, I want you guys to be debating in the chat. Put your points up in the chat, because it's going to be some strong points made from both sides. I want y'all to rock with this. And after the debate is over, we're going to have a general discussion about it. Is there a way that, this is false? This is fallacies, as might say. So, Kane's Raw is going with number 2, so it's starting already. Hey, Kane's Raw, you heard me. Oh, by the way, that's your number 1 fan right there, Shy. That's your number 1 fan.
For the other dude is my number 1 fan.
That's your number 1 fan. Yeah. You didn't.
Hello.
That's your number 1 fan. So here we go. So let me break it down. Built to win. All right. So he said he didn't understand the rules. So let me break it down. So we're gonna have a basic debate. So what's happening is we're gonna have Shy presenting her point. We're going to have our special guest presenting his point. The topic is, if women do everything they're supposed to do men still cheat? That is the topic, and that's what they're debating.
Right.
3 rounds. One person is going to present their point, and there'll be a rebuttal, 3 minutes each. Round 2, the other person is going to present their counterpoint. There'll be a rebuttal. Final round, I'll throw a general question out for both of them and get closing thoughts. And then you, the chat, are going to decide on who presented their point best. So please try to be open-minded. LNV. Yeah, I had to call her out.
They're lies. And also built to win. Put number 1 if you're voting for me, and then put number 2 if you're voting for the other person.
Yes. So without further ado, let me go ahead on and give our next guest the introduction, and we're going to get this thing started.
Let's go.
Coming from the great state of Tennessee by way of Miami,
We
Florida.
have some boxing music in the back. Dun, 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 the Rocky music.
Well, you know what? Be careful what you wish for, because right on cue for you to say Rocky. Let me go ahead on and bring him in. He is the Italian Stallion. James Freeman in the building. What's up, brother?
How you guys doing? How y'all doing?
There is no tomorrow.
You know, before we get started, I just want to be, I'm honored to be on this show tonight. What you guys have done is nothing short but amazing. The topics you've covered, I've gotten to hear some of them. I was even on one a while back that I loved, and you guys even said, hey, call in real quick. And it was really special. It was really special. But I think that it's very helpful. The guy that you had that could fix your credit, the health coach a couple weeks ago. I mean, come on, you know, and these are important topics that people need to understand and need to have a discussion about, because when you don't communicate, that is really the basis of why a lot of problems happen, and people don't help one another. People don't help one another, and what you guys have done has been amazing. So from the bottom of my heart, happy Thanksgiving, many more episodes, no matter if I get my ass kicked tonight or not. So, and I can always use a good ass kicking, like Joe Pesci said.
Wait a minute, hold up. You wasn't talking that shit last night on Stallion Speaks, man. You know, hey, I didn't get a chance to chop the video. You just lucky I got off of work late. I couldn't chop the video up and put it in the damn.
Can I say this? Chris Kane, shout out to my boy Chris Kane. You know what he said to me? He said, don't come in there like Apollo and knock your ass out like Drago and be like pulsating on the canvas. You will lose. No, I don't need that. So
right.
No. When it comes to the actual fight, I'm like Rocky. I'm calm and cool and collected. That's where baby Rocky Italian Stallion comes in. The trash talk's always beforehand, but when it's time to get the gloves going and this is a real fight, you gotta go fisticuffs.
Well, my uncle Sugar Ray Leonard, so I think I got some pointers from him. So I got a little up on that.
Yeah.
I
think I didn't tell you that, Stallion. I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, you Sugar Ray niece.
Sugar Ray Leonard's. I come from a family of Puerto Rican boxers. I know that I'm Italian, but they were from Via Italy, and Justino Villarini and Gustavo Villarini, my grandmother's brother. So that's where the boxing comes from.
Oh, this is gonna be a nice fight then, bro.
This is gonna be fire. This is gonna be fire. This is gonna be fire. So we're about to get this thing started. As I said, chat, put your thoughts in the chat as this thing goes. Basic rules, everybody's going to have 3 minutes. So now it's time for the coin toss.
Okay.
So since Stallion is our guest, since this is home field for Shy, so Stallion is our guest, I'm going to let Stallion pick a number. And then after that, Shy, you're going to pick a number. And I'm going to reveal on the back of this pad what number I have written. And whoever comes to it, picks it correctly or comes closest to it, wins the coin toss, and we'll start off. So, Stallion, what number are you picking?
What's it between 1 and what?
It's between 1 and 10.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let's go 7.
7. Okay. All right, Shy.
That's my number 5.
This is really gonna be something because look what my number is.
6, probably. It's 6. Well.
Boy, you could tell this is about to be crazy. This is about to be crazy.
Well, by rules,
so
the Price is Right. She wins. I went over. So I mean, come on. So,
yeah. This is wild. So this is what's gonna go. All right. So you went over. So Shy wins it. She wins it by default. So Shy, you win the coin toss. So do you want to receive or do you want to kick?
Y'all see me looking over here. I wrote down my notes. Just so
I got you. He's got his too now.
Okay.
He got his too. So what you doing? You gonna receive or you gonna kick? What you gonna do? You gonna kick off or you gonna receive?
I'll receive.
You receive?
I'll receive.
All right, Stallion. So that means you got first. So let me go ahead on. You can ask your question. Let me get my timer set. And then when I say go, Shy, we are going to time you. And then Stallion will come back to you
It's not the question, it's the point, right?
It's the points. Yes, the
Yeah,
points. She
it's
gets
the
to go
point.
with
Yeah.
her points.
Yeah,
of
you get to
why-
go with the
of
point.
why
Yeah,
I'm
once-
wrong. So yes.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Why you're wrong. So you'll have 3 minutes to argue his point, why he's wrong, and then he'll have 3 minutes to defend it, why he's right, and then vice versa for round 2.
Okay.
All right, so we are ready. Go ahead, Stallion.
Oh, so I'm going to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, first and foremost, not to backtrack because I am going to defend my point. My experience, and I've been cheated and hurt as well, and I've done everything that I thought would be what takes care of the itch, so to speak. Now, if you're dealing with sociopaths, they get excluded completely because they're going to cheat regardless. They really are. I've done studies on these people that basically they almost like they get off on wanting to hurt somebody, and it's almost like how much tail they can collect in one night. I'm talking about the average guy that is there in a relationship that puts everything into it. And I'm not trying to backtrack. Like I said, what I'm speaking of is that when a relationship comes together, and what points do we consider an actual relationship? Case in point.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, if you're casually dating and it's kind of talked about that, you're dating a few people at the same time. I'm hoping that nobody's just putting it out there, but at the same time, it's like, would that be constitute as actual cheating? But what we're really looking for here is more of the exclusive / engaged / you're married. That's what I would like to just focus on right then and there.
Okay.
I would think that if two people get together at that point, that they are communicating, because let's first and foremost, sure, you're going to have, you're going to talk, you're going to see if you like each other's interests. I'd even argue that when you set your eyes on somebody, obviously you've got to have some attraction to them. And you might decide right then and there if you find them attractive enough to have the big sex with them eventually. Maybe not put it out there the first time, but eventually. And then in that first few months or whatever of the stage, I like to call the jackrabbit phase, because you're going at it, you're enjoying each other. And then after a while, it's like, what happens next? And hopefully at that point, it's not just based on a physical relationship. Hopefully you've had conversations, you've communicated, you have opened up to your partner in terms of speaking about what your kinks are, what your no's are not. And hopefully that it's not gotten so deep that people's hearts are entangled at this point to where maybe you've made a decision that, hey, look, as slack as this is, we bumped uglies, no harm, no foul. Okay. But if it gets deeper than that, I think that before couples go into a part of that, communication is the biggest aspect, and trust. Because if you're open enough to speak in regards to the certain kinks, and the other person, could be man or woman, does not matter, says, you know what, I'll try that for you. And if they don't like it, I think they need to just say it right then and there afterwards. There doesn't need to be, oh, you know what, they're a good catch, I'm just going to do it for them. Because after a while, I have encountered individuals, both men and women, who have become entrapped because they thought that their partners would continue to do these kinks. And unfortunately, it just got ugly and it almost caused them to cheat. I'm not justifying it, but if they didn't get that attention or trust anymore, or what was fulfilling their needs at that point, they started looking elsewhere. And I also noticed that competition sometimes makes it to where maybe the partner kind of shied away from it, no pun intended, but I'm just saying that they just shied away from what they were doing, and that caused some issues there. And so I'm being honest with you. It's just one of those things where, with my experience, I have felt that if you're upfront and you continue to do the things that satisfy your partner, and granted, I'm not saying that it has to be every day. There is a grace period. I acknowledge that. But my question, and you can rebut this at right away off the top, is how long is a grace period? Because I can be as patient as some, but at the other times, and I'm not asking for much, maybe even just some attention, some, intimacy, something sweet. Doesn't have to be just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That, I feel, could be that takes care of anything, because when you're ignored, whether it's verbal communication or nonverbal communication, and there's somebody that might just catch your eye, It just seems like that people's attention gets diverted and you go down a rabbit hole that there's consequences for. And I think it could be easily avoided right from the beginning if the communication is always there. And again, it's not all built on the physicality. It's got to be the communication, the trust, as well as a mutual respect and that connection. And that's where I'll leave it right there.
So real quick, just for justification, what exactly are you asking her?
What I'm asking is that I acknowledge that, yes, people will cheat regardless if they're that sociopath, if they get off of that. But
Okay.
what I'm getting on is how many good men, and I'll even throw out there good women,
Okay.
will cheat if those needs are being satisfied within a grace period, so to speak. And what would be a grace period for you? Because you mentioned it before I came on. You were in a long relationship. You did everything that was asked of you. And I'm sorry for that because I've been there before and I've gotten my heart broken. And it took many years for me to recover from and even think about trusting the next one. But I guess my question is, what do you feel would be for two people that doesn't even enter into the equation at this point of why you would cheat somewhere else if those needs and everything is being satisfied to their standards?
Well,
All right. You ready? I'm about to hit it. All right, go.
well, to kind of answer that, it's kind of like in my answer anyway, that I was going to say, it has nothing to do with your significant other. The cheating has to do with the man's character. It's not about her. It's not about what's wrong at home. It's about the internal issues that man has. So he could be a great guy. He can do everything as well. He could be a nice guy, be financially stable, all the great things that women are looking for in a man. He could be perfect. However, I know some men, they just cheat because they have a desire or they want to boost their ego or something like that. They don't have to be crazy or something wrong. Or some men, they just they'll cheat because they can do it. They can get away with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm speaking on me. When I did everything for my man and it wasn't just to prevent him from cheating. That's just the type of woman I am. I did everything I could possibly think of, and to find out that's why a lot of men, they don't even cheat with women that are prettier than the woman they're home with.
This is true.
Why is that, you think? You understand what I'm saying? It's bigger
Mm-hmm.
than that. It's not just a physical thing. It's not
Mm-hmm.
sometimes not the wife. It's insecurities. It could be control. It could be a lot of different things. You understand what I'm saying? So it really doesn't mean just because he's a great man, he won't cheat. And it's not just because I'm not getting it from the house or she's not giving it to me, that's going to make me cheat. Now, to kind of back up what you're saying, I do, and I have spoke to some men that has cheated because they wasn't getting it at home, but that's not the only reason why men cheat. And that's my whole point. My whole point is it's not always the physical thing. It's usually, and 99.9%, it's the man. It's what he's going through internally. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He might not feel, how can I say, it's in my notes, I'm sorry.
1 minute, sis.
I'm sorry, okay.
You
Oh,
good.
and some men, I feel like they cheat to escape responsibility or stress. And let me break that down. So even in a good home, men sometimes cheat because they want to break from responsibility. They want to have a fantasy world, or they want to avoid the emotional labor. This has nothing to do with how loving or supportive their partner is. That is all what? Internal behavior that comes from the man and what he's dealing with, So, and then also, when I was talking about a lot of the social media and social culture, it normalizes men cheating too. So, but I will go to that point later. But a lot of men, they cheat because of their surroundings as well and who their friends are. It's not just about what's going on at home. It's going on within the battle that they're fighting within themselves.
10 seconds.
I'm good. That was
You
it.
good? You
Yeah,
good?
I know what to do right.
Ooh, all right. So we're gonna take an intermission on that one.
Who won that round? Who
Well,
won that round?
he's got to come back with his
Okay.
defense. He's got to come
Okay.
back. But what I want to do in between each one of y'all points, I'm gonna highlight a lot of these comments because the comments are on fire tonight. I just want to highlight some key comments that I'm seeing here. Let me break it down. I gotta find Vance. Vance had a good one right here. Vance earlier said, so you're not a good man if you get a little piece on the side.
Oh my God.
No, I don't think that states that you're a bad man. You know what I'm saying? I just really feel like just because something is missing at home, it's not that. It's what's missing in them. Something is
Right.
missing from the man. It's not what's missing at home. So they need some therapy or something, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad man or not a good man. I mean, and then if we're talking about marriage and things like that, it's the vows and it goes deep, you know.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
it's not what's missing from home, it's what's missing in them.
In them. Smiley says cheating comes in many different forms. Examples: emotional, financial,
true.
physical. That's
Yeah.
facts. That's facts. Kane Ross says you're triggered, Shy.
What did she mean by financial? How can you financially cheat?
I guess like maybe spending your money if you both have
Yeah.
money or so forth, and then
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I can
Yeah.
see that. Yeah,
Because I've
And then
heard of
you like
cases.
It's the
Yeah,
glad
I've
that
heard of cases of
Victoria.
guys. I've heard of cases of guys that, you know, they may not have done nothing. They might be, as I like to say, planting the seeds and getting the grounds ready, you know, by spending money on, you know, her. You know, I've seen stuff like that and heard stuff like that. Quella says some men, it's a sport, and that is true. You
unfortunately,
know,
unfortunately.
it is that for a lot. Uh,
And happy men cheat too. To be honest with you, you know, plenty of men to cheat while they're saying they're happy. A lot of them be like,
it
I'm happy at home, and they'll still cheat.
but that comes to a maturity thing. You got to be
Mhm.
mature. You got to be able to turn that switch off. Because let's just be real. We're men here, and Stallion, I'm gonna go ahead on and let you get your
Oh,
round
you're
in.
fine. You're fine. Yeah.
For men and Shy, you just tell
Mhm.
me if I'm wrong.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna give my unbiased opinion. It's hard
Absolutely.
for men. It's hard for men out here because you got all this scattered ass walking around all over the place.
That means you don't have
And men,
self-control and self-discipline. But go
but
ahead.
no. Self-control and self-discipline has nothing to do with the visuals. You
Mhm.
can like what you see, is if you act upon it.
Yeah.
That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just that's how I see it. So you know, I'm not saying because all this scattered ass is walking all over here taking opportunity, but
Mhm.
hell, if you're out, if I'm out with my wife or whatever, and she's slapped me upside my head, if
Yeah.
something in some jeans walks by me, I might turn around and I'm a man. What the hell you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look. But like I tell her, who I'm coming home with? You. Now I'm not being disrespectful with it. I ain't got the tongue wagging out of my mouth or nothing like that. But I mean,
Mhm.
from time to time, it's gonna happen, and vice versa for the women too. I don't get mad when them gray sweatpants come out. What I'm
Yeah.
getting mad for? Shit. Anyway,
Mhm.
I just wanted to highlight some comments. Let's get this one right here. Quella says, "Why not just be honest and say you want both women instead of cheating? Be transparent with both women." Good point. That's a damn
Mhm.
good point. Stallion, let me reset it. Shai's made her point, so now
Mhm.
counterpoint and go.
No, you brought up some really good points, and I was prepared to meet each and every one of them. I do find it interesting that you right away just put all the blame on men right off the bat and didn't make it seem that women were capable either.
Oh.
I when I started my argument, I said that both are equal. We're human at the end of the day. We have different thoughts and so forth. The other thing that I did want to bring up that sure it is a sport to some. Some of it is due to the cultural influences they come from. For
Mhm.
example, the Islam faith, you can take as many wives as possible. Mormons, even. I don't even have to just talk about the polygamy that they believe in. You know, at the end of the day, it does come down to some people even may not be getting any, but they prefer one partner due to their morals and beliefs. Also, loyalty and trust might be something that's important to them if the sexual needs aren't met as well. I do want to highlight, though, a point that I
Mhm.
felt was interesting, that not only that you've made, but I've also kind of researched as well. That it doesn't necessarily have to be when I mention sociopathic behavior. It's not so much that they're crazy, but almost more that they do things because they can get away with it because it is a sport. It's like a sick thing, so to speak. And at the end of the day, I just feel that there are some guys that unfortunately do get a presentation in front of them. I think some women are vicious. I think some women like to pounce and they like to give the apple. And I'm not saying men should resist. Men should resist, especially if you are truly happy. Those are just words, though, at the same time. What I would also like to argue, too, is the fact that I agree with you on a lot of your points as well, that there are some things that that it doesn't just necessarily need to be that connection, but also the mutual respect. But I do want to just mention this point, is that I feel that sometimes that if the communication is said, because I think people can lie to each other and maybe create something. And I do want to point of something. At what point is it important for maybe those boundaries are checked before the relationship gets to a deeper point, to where maybe there is no point of no return without breaking somebody's heart? Again, I'd like to just ask that. For example, Larry mentions about the things, if you're not getting it from home, maybe people, look at porn or that type of thing, and they create this fantasy and discuss that with their partner, and the partner doesn't want to partake in it. Should that boundary have maybe been set beforehand, before you got very deep in the relationship? And I'll leave it at that with you, Shai.
Time. That's round one. That is round one. So we got round one in the books. We're about to go to round two. Well, real quick before we go to it, Shai, you got a quick answer to that?
Well, yes, I think boundaries should definitely be clarified and clear in the very beginning. As far as for me, during the first and second date, I'm already talking about my boundaries. You understand? Like what I will allow, what I won't, what I will allow, my non-negotiables and things like that. And I think that's what hurts more is when your significant other, man or woman, when they know what you will allow, and still, even what you've been through, the trauma, the hurt, the pain, and they know you might have been through that in the past, and they will still make those decisions to do it. So it is important to express your boundaries, and maybe that will prevent them from cheating. However, that doesn't always work. And like I said, it's something internal that the man is going through. So regardless of what the boundaries are set, if that man is going to cheat, he's going to cheat regardless. You understand? And so that's why a lot of times, if you ask a man, if he actually had physical sex with a woman, why did you have sex with her? What was his response be? Most likely, oh, it was just sex. It was nothing like that. It was just physical, baby. I don't love the girl. I just did it. So, like, you understand what I'm saying? So
Sure, yeah.
But
with no emotional attachment. And in a lot of cases, men think that to get them off of the hook or getting busted for cheating, if you didn't have an emotional attachment, that a woman will give you a pass just for getting the puss with no emotions, which guys are really dumb as shit.
They are
thinking
dumb.
That
no, they are dumb.
You can't do that. So,
and I feel like women, we cheat if we're like not understood or not happy. You understand? Right. It's like we have different reasons for cheating. If the woman cheats, it's different than reasons of the man cheating.
Correct.
So yeah.
So before we get on to round two, in which Shai will kick it off, I want to kick some more comments in between, get these thoughts out. Smiley says most women can't handle the truth. A guy can't just say they want to have. Men know it's a small percentage will be okay. But you should never cheat your relationship out of a healthy relationship.
That's a good point.
Quella says some women allow it and give men hall passes, which allows them to cheat. Now, that's something I never understood. I've heard of that too in some cases, but I've always kind of side-eyed that, because ain't no woman alive that's really emotionally invested in a relationship okay with giving her man the green light to go and do something outside the house. I think
she's suffering from certain insecurities herself, and she probably feels like that's the only way to keep that man. And some women might feel like, well, he's going to cheat anyway. I mean, go here. I think it's a comedian. What's the African guy? He'll say, "Motherfucker."
Michael Blackson.
Michael Blackson. He has an open relationship and marriage with his wife.
Right.
She allows him to have side chicks like regularly, and she ended up getting pregnant. And she's like, "I'm tired of you having side chicks." But he's like, "This was my boundary basically in the beginning. you said, I told you I'm going to have side chicks, and you decided to still be in this relationship. And she gives him hall passes. She just basically says you can't give them money, you can't take them on trips, you just basically have sex with them, and that's it. It's no more than sex. But she thought she was going to be able to handle that, or maybe she thought that he was going to stop. But he's like, regardless if you're pregnant or not, I'm still going to do it. You said he was okay with this lifestyle, so I would never. I would never.
I can't see how he can do that because I think I'm 48, and in my knowledge, Michael Blackson is older than me. Now I'm just putting myself thinking of the frame of mind that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you get tired of having all of these different women? Because that shit gets tired after a while. That shit really, it can become boring.
It probably gets expensive too.
Yeah.
You got to pay for that girl nails, her hair, do that. Like,
no. You better put a fucking bonnet on your head. You ain't getting all this money. Let me shut up. Anyway, Vance 305. He says, honestly, for me, I value my wife. I haven't met a woman like her, so I don't cheat, and I don't want to lose her. Facts. That's where
awesome.
I stand.
That's
where I stand, and that's what I was getting at. You know, when you get to a certain age, certain things just trump.
You got to find other things. You got to find other things.
Yeah. You got to do that.
I knew a 60-year-old man that was still cheating on his wife.
I knew quite a few of them. A lot of the older guys I used to work with, they used to have their stories and stuff like that. Joseph Bernard, who's advocating for you to get a blow-up doll, says you might be surprised how things work in this crazy world. Antonio Abner was good.
Hey.
LNV says she wants to know more. So that is it for round one. Put in the chat right now 1 for Shy, 2 for Stallion, who you think won round one. And while y'all are doing that, chiming in, we're going to start round two. Sis, it's on you. Pose your point. And Stallion, you'll have your 3 minutes to counter it.
Okay, so I'm not going to be on here and bash on men. Some men are faithful. Some men, you know, they really are. But a man being faithful doesn't mean he wasn't tempted. I feel like it just means he had discipline, and most men don't practice discipline until they lose something. And basically, you know, they always say a good woman can keep her man, but keeping a man loyal isn't a woman's job. Loyalty is self-control, not a reward for good behavior from a partner. And people usually say he wouldn't cheat if he loved her. I say love and loyalty are not the same. A man can love you and still lack the boundaries and maturity to stay loyal. And like I said before, and I can say it so many other times, men don't cheat for emotional reasons. They cheat for ego, thrill, opportunity, and validation, which proves home life has nothing to do with it. And it's the dopamine, the chemical. It's like drugs. You know, like I feel, and I'm not going to say who I'm talking about, but I know someone that been cheating for years on their person. And what is it? Like, what makes you want to keep cheating? And it's like, well, I don't know. Like, it's exciting. It's the thrill. It's the thrill of not getting caught. It's the thrill of just like, I have the power to do something with someone and they know my situation. I can still have her, and I can have her as many times as I want to. That's like a sickness almost, but it's the dopamine. It's like you being addicted to drugs and you cannot walk away from it. But I honestly feel like it is not what's going on at home. However, that sometimes is the case. I know a man that he says, okay, my wife doesn't want to give me sex at least probably twice or 3 times a month. She doesn't only give me head. She only gives me head on birthdays and special holidays and things like that. I can see why he might consider.
So wait a minute. So in other words, since you're saying the wife is being stingy with the puss.
Yeah. So I know, you know, with Stallion, he was saying, oh, that if she would have given him more kitty cat, he wouldn't cheat. It might be the start of wanting to and the temptation, but when you physically go through with the action, that's when it calls for something else. You understand what I'm saying? Women, we cheat emotionally. You understand? Like if we're not getting the emotions taken care of at home, if we're feeling ignored and we run into a man at the restaurant or the grocery store and he says, "Dang, you smell good," or "You look beautiful." And it's kind of like, oh my God, and you're not getting that at home. That's probably the doorway of a woman wanting to cheat or go elsewhere. You understand? But and I'm not gonna lie, I've been in situations where I'm like, dang, he looks good. However, it's like, okay, boom, that was my little rush. I'm going home. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the maturity in me. That's the self-control, the self-discipline in myself. And I have morals. I have integrity. You know, so it comes, he says only head on birthday. That's crazy.
He might get Father's Day too, Devin. Keep going,
Yeah,
though, Shy.
Father's Day, birthday, and anniversary. Those were the three. Yeah. It says Shy. It sounds like you kind of just with these women are her pimping with no emotions. Come on now. But no, I just think that yeah, women cheat for emotional reasons, and I think men cheat for other reasons. But it doesn't matter what we do at home; they're gonna do what they want to do, regardless. I could cook his favorite meal every day, give him head, have sex. That's not gonna stop him. For every man, woman that won't, there's always a man and woman that will. That's life. There's going to be a woman that's prettier than your woman. There's going to be a man that's more handsome than my man. That's just what it is. You understand what I'm saying? But what really keeps them home?
So just for clarification, because we're going to go ahead on and let Stallion rebut. Oh, and by the way, it looks like Shy, you won round one, because I saw more. Even though Kane's Raw was spamming 2, them 7-2 votes don't count. It's only one person to vote. I got 1 vote for Stallion, and I had 2. I saw Quella and somebody else. I saw
Smiley gave her
Smiley. Yeah. So right now you're winning.
And do I ask him a question or that?
Yeah, well, like you ask the question or whatever point you have, and he's going to counter it. It'll be 3 minutes for him to counter it.
So to basically support what I have just said, have you seen any or heard of any happy men that cheats?
Go.
I have not.
Tie now.
Not at all. I now to your point though, you made a great point in the first one. That happy. Oh, I'm happy, and yet they still go and do it anyway. Okay. So again, that is just somebody that. And somebody in the chat put something down there about that sometimes men are too afraid that they want to get away from responsibilities, and they I call that, by the way, subconscious sabotage. By the way, they don't even know how good of a thing that they have, but they subconsciously sabotage it. They're their own worst enemy. Not to be cliche. But to your point though, Shy, no, I haven't actually, because they've been satisfied of where they need to. Now, sure, it's not head every day or anything like that. That's just unrealistic. Yeah. I mean, especially if you got kids involved and, you've got work and things happen. But what you have to do is you need to find a time. And that's why it goes back to that communication to make that time happen. That's the most important. Now, to your point, I actually have a quote here. If you make the other one unsure of yourself, you're not going to feel worth of anything. And what that means is that if, I think that, yes, women are emotional, it's the emotional thing, and they should be complimented. I agree that men fall short. And we have a show about where men are not doing the right thing and so forth. And the point of that is that men realistically don't even know the value that they have. There's not many guys like Vance. That's wonderful that he found his and so forth. And I think that to in reality, they probably were very open with the communication. They checked each other's boxes. I don't like to really think of, I have a friend.
1 minute, Stallion.
I have a friend real quick that basically decided to marry this girl, and it was during COVID. And I said, this is going to be the biggest mistake you ever made, because she only checks some of the boxes. And lo and behold, they're right now with a kid and in shambles, and their relationship. And I told him that I told you so, because you didn't set these boundaries. And the truth of the matter is that you would have swiped right, because that's just in your nature. You settled because it was COVID. You didn't know what was going on. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but I really, truly feel that if men are satisfied, You know, even like, you know, you wear something sexy or you do a little something. I'm not talking full-blown sex, but just even a caress, or you greet somebody at the door like you're happy to see them. That right there can do more than you would know. And it just shows that you're still interested in the person, instead of just like, damn, they fine, or damn, look at them. And so I just think that in reality, it's just one of those things that you're either happy and you really mean it, or you're just a damn liar. And we have plenty of guys that are liars. Sorry, I went over, Larry. So
No, you good. You good. You finish your point. All right, sis. To his point, you want to counteract that? You got 3 minutes.
I mean, he kind of basically was bouncing back off the point I made earlier. But I'm just going to basically say, at the end of the day, men cheat because it's easy, not because they're missing something at home. Point, like, it's easy. I don't recall any man cheating and it was a difficult task. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, and even like men, I'm sorry, Kane, but a lot of truck drivers, for example, are known for cheating, right? They cheat with, no, listen to what I'm saying. This is good. They cheat with the, who is it?
The truck stop rats or whatever they call. There's a name for them.
I've been over
Lizards.
the road and I ain't mess with no lot of lizards. Now, I'm starting to get like Shy was last week.
No, but I'm getting to a point though.
There's your topic next week, Larry. Go ahead. So.
Why do a lot of the truck drivers cheat? Why are the lizards going to the parking lots and focus on the truck drivers, right? Why do you think so? Really quick.
Because they know they're not home, they're on the road and they ain't getting it.
What about you, Stallion? Why do you think they do that?
I think that there's a combination of factors. It's loneliness, but also because they can get away with it. No one's around to see them do it. They could take off their wedding ring. They could act like somebody completely different. They could even change their name, honestly, you know, and everything. Yeah. Right.
Lack of integrity, lack of self-control, lack of discipline.
Thank you, Vance.
I didn't say all truck drivers cheat. I was getting to the point, why all those lot lizards, why do you think they go to the parking lot of truck drivers? You know, they're lonely, they're by themselves. They feel like they won't get caught. Like, all the bullet points of why a man would cheat, it's right there and all in the parking lot within that man himself, right? Exactly. It's nothing to do with the woman that's taking care of home. She's taking care of kids. She's making sure bills are paid. She's doing everything she's supposed to do as a woman. Has nothing to do why that man is cheating on his wife or his girlfriend at all. That has all to do. What do you don't stop men from? No, they actually approach more.
I was about to say that's a calling card. That is a calling card.
But Shai, can I ask you this? Can I ask you this real quick to answer this?
Yeah.
Why is that though? Why is that the competition, right? It's just like you want to take somebody else's man. Is that like a power thing for some women, or what?
Man. I'm not reason, but if you're a ring that's the rest of their life, you must be something good. I gotta figure out what you got that a person want to put a ring on you. So sometimes, not my stuff, I'm not speaking for myself because I don't deal with married men at all, but they look at that as something like tempting. It's like having a nice piece of ribeye steak or a porterhouse steak in front of you and you're starving. You know, some people might not be getting anything at home, have not found anybody they want to spend the rest of their life with, and it's just like right here, there. That's just how society has been. Because I'm telling you, when I had my ring on and I was like married, oh my God, men was coming from left and right, and I just could not understand why at first, but it all makes sense to me later on down the line. I think that's the main reason though, because if they want to have that good thing too, you know. So
can I counter for 1 minute with the truck stop thing real quick? And before somebody said that I folded, I ain't done yet. This is still going on. Please, I haven't folded. We're having a discussion here. We're not going to be screaming at each other or anything like that. This ain't Maury Povich or anything like that. But no, she makes some good points. But what I'm going to say is that, like someone like Vance as an example, if you've got a woman waiting for you back at home, and you just know, oh my gosh, I can't wait. You know, you're talking, hopefully you're talking with her. Hopefully, you know, when you are on those lonely, there's only so many podcasts and music you can listen to that, you know, you're conversing and you'll be like, oh, I can't wait to see you, babe. I'm going to undress you and you're going to be my dessert tonight. You know what I mean? That type of a thing. And so forth. You don't need to look at the damn lot list.
Yeah.
Okay. They look like crap. They look like shit. So
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't give a damn what fantasy. I don't give a damn.
Tear that ass up when I get home.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, I mean, listen. Clothes off, bent over, door unlocked. I'm going right there. That's how it needs to be done right there when I'm from a long road trip. And I just know because I just experienced that. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just saying that's what it boils down to more than anything. But but that was just my point. I just wanted to rebuttal to that. So
yeah.
All right. So that's round 2, y'all. That is round 2. So put it in the chat. Did Shy win round 2 with a number 1? Did Stallion win round 2 with a number 2? Let us know. Right now, I want to say actually Shy became a tie because we had a late vote for Stallion in round 1. We had a late vote that came in earlier. Yeah. Round 1. Actually, you had the nod by 1 vote, but we had a late vote where he put a number 2. So
okay.
Okay, I'm not the boxing person. What is it in round by? Is it a draw? No, the draw is at the
end. They'll do like 9 and 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
They'll give somebody a 10 in boxing. So
right. So far, this is what we got for round 2. Kane's Raw has Shy. Quella has it as a tie. Oh man, this is tight right here. Hold up. L&V got you number 1, Shy. Kalisha, Shy gets all the votes because she's beautiful.
Hey, can I just say maybe I folded because I was mesmerized by her beauty and so forth. The old Athena thing. And here's stupid Odysseus, but keep going. So
Mr. Brock has it with Shy. So we got Shy with what? 3 votes. Stallion has it was a tie. So I mean that's really 4-1. Chris Kane has it as a tie.
5-2.
So it looks like Shy won that round. Looked like Shy took that round.
My points, improving my point.
Okay, now so we going to the final round. Stallion, it ain't looking good. I mean, it was tied in the first one, but looked like Shy and put some Clarissa Shields on that ass in round 2 just now. So, all right, y'all. Final round. My question, real simple. I'm gonna throw this at Stallion first, and then Shy 3 minutes. Okay. You'll have after. So, to prevent or best prevent. Oh yeah, Shy, you won it. 1-1. You had 1. Got it. Okay. To best prevent men or maximum prevention of men cheating on good women and avoiding this whole situation. Question for you both. What does it take?
Okay. Right.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead.
All right. So to prevent all of this from happening and to totally 100% avoid a situation of a man cheating on a good woman who's giving him everything. I'm talking nurturing. I'm talking the emotional support. I'm talking puss, all of that. What does it take 100% for a man to feel and unlock his fulfillment to avoid all of that? Question for you both. Stallion, 3 minutes. Go.
Ask it one more time, Larry. The last part of the question, real quick.
All right. So in order for a man to avoid, in order for this situation to be avoided, the woman is giving up everything. Perfect. Mind, body, soul, everything, doing everything in her power. What does it take for a man to feel that fulfillment and totally not do it and not cheat on a good woman that's giving up everything and doing everything within her power? What does it take to be fully fulfilled as a man? Go.
I think that it starts right at the beginning. I think that it goes back to the communication and what's said right at the start. If you even get a hint or a red flag that he's cheated on the past, what makes you think he ain't going to cheat on you? That's what I would say. A good man, maybe he's been hurt. He won't do that to a woman. He won't. I know I wouldn't because I've been hurt in the past. And I kissed a lot of frogs before I found my forever. And the truth of the matter is that you do have to find other things other than the physicality. You do have to find mutual interests. You have to find things because sometimes the fire does go out, and then if you have kids and all that stuff and work gets in the way, but you have to find that time to always make sure that you know what's going on. And the communication, both verbally and non-verbally, is most important, because let me tell you this, there's nothing worse to be made to feel if you say something and your partner gives you you are like the most disgusting piece of shit. It's heartbreaking. And maybe a man, oh, you're a wuss if you fucking let that happen to you. No. Listen, we're people at the end of the day. We have emotions, and everybody needs to treat one another with respect more than anything. And again, if somebody's having something that's going on, the more you communicate, there is not going to be a problem. You're their partner for a reason. You need to be there for them. You need to have patience with them. And again, that's why I want that question to be answered even by the chat box, is that yes, men will cheat regardless. We've established that, especially if they've been influenced culturally. Maybe they were children and saw their parents do it and thought that's formally acceptable. And again, it might be, oh, you're a bro, you can do it, you can get away with it. But at the end of the day, with a good woman, hopefully you've gotten that shit out of your system. You're more a mature man. But again, you're looking at 2 different generations or 3 different generations just right in here and so forth, even with our people that are watching as well. So again, what means more to that person? At the end of the day, as long as they're there for me and they're meeting those needs, there's no reason to look anywhere else.
1 minute.
And I want to also establish more than anything is that you have got, as a man, when you find that good one, you pitch your tent, because somebody can look like the shiniest thing ever, but sometimes they really are a turd when you unmask everything and you really find what's really going on. So in the truth of the matter is, both men and women need to really ask serious questions. And if they're not getting answers, if somebody's giving you the runaround or the old political answer, I mean, I don't care how good they look. Show them the hell on. There are 7 billion people in this world, and there is somebody out there for somebody else, and you don't need to cheat. But again, it's when you need to have those conversations to walk down that aisle, or to just be one of these relationships real quick, Larry, because I know I'm running out of time. One of those relationships that maybe they don't believe in marriage, but it's a common law type of thing. It's out of convenience. But at the same time, those boundaries have to be established at the beginning, because it's like a deck of cards. If you don't build it from the base, it ain't going to ever be stable. And that's the truth of it more than anything. And again, I'm not asking for full-blown sex. I'm just talking about just appreciate me and still find me attractive and have those conversations. Because look, at the end of the day, we all going to look like shit. And when we take that dirt nap, we're really going to look bad then. And it won't matter then. So
Facts. All right.
I hope I answered your question, Larry. So
yes, you did. Yes, you did. LNV, stop. LNV, Dick will not do what it does. LNV.
Hey, did I see Katie Almond in this chat? I didn't see her. I don't know if I saw a comment from her.
I don't think I see her. Now, to answer your question, Larry, because I have so many notes I wrote down, but
go ahead, sis. I got you.
I feel like cheating is avoided when a person respects the relationship more than their desires. I feel like respect over desire, character over temptation, integrity over opportunity. If someone's priorities are in order, cheating is always on the table. Does that make sense? I feel like cheating could be avoided. I wouldn't say is avoided, but could be avoided. I think when someone chooses a partner they're actually compatible with also. And then also I feel like when you're emotionally connected, and just being honest with, like, for example, if I'm at work and I feel like a guy was flirting with me, I'll go home and be like, baby, this guy was like really flirtatious today. Like, I didn't really feel too comfortable about that, but it was crazy. And just being honest with myself and honest with my partner about the things that I'm tempted with in the world. And I think when you're communicating with your partner with that, it's like it doesn't feel like you have to hide something, or it's easy to hide something where you're upfront about it. So I think that emotional connection and just having that compatibility with your partner is a huge thing. Also, I think cheating is avoided when a relationship has transparency, like no snooping, like not trying to get control of everything. Like your phone is open. I know somebody that's like, my phone's off, don't look at my phone at all. But I just feel like if your phone is open, it's not demanded, but it's like you're doing it willingly. I think that makes a difference. You're not living like a double life with no secret passwords and no hidden behavior, no deleted messages, like just being transparent in the relationship and being open. Because I feel like people cheat in the dark and loyal people don't need darkness. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like with that being said, when you're just open and have that transparency, it just makes things a lot easier.
And with still 50 seconds left, I think she has just, Stallion, you my boy, I love you, but I gotta be 100.
I can still use up that 50 seconds or 40 now.
You want to?
I feel like cheating is also avoided when someone truly, and when I say truly, like truly wants to be loyal. It don't feel like they have to be loyal. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's a difference. Like when I'm in a relationship, I want to be loyal to my person. So when I go out here and do whatever I got to do, I feel like I'm being disloyal to myself if I'm being disloyal to my partner. So when a person feels like you better not go out and talk to such and such, and when you get to work, like, damn, you feel like you're on punishment, right? You're feeling like you're being controlled. But when a person wants to be loyal, it shouldn't really be that hard. It shouldn't be a problem at all. I'm done now.
I don't think there's any need for me, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Stallion. You my brother and I love you. But dude, to quote my boy Smokey, you just got knocked the fuck out. like she just Well,
I just got one question left. One question left.
Okay.
What's up, brother?
All right, one question. So let's go back to the tail end of last week's show when I chimed in on Larry, because the truth of the matter is that I knew I was going to lose this argument. I knew I was, because the more I researched it, the more it was, that's not the argument that you should have brought up. The argument I should have brought up realistically is that sex and attention are important, but they don't guarantee all men won't cheat due to cultural influences. But for a relationship to thrive, both partners need emotional connection, communication, trust, and mutual respect. That is the success to that. But I guess the one thing is, to go off of Larry's point, is don't be stingy with the puss at the end of the day for the good guys and so forth like that.
That's all I was saying.
And that's what I was kind of more agreeing with too, because that way we won't even be looking at whatever and so forth. But at the end of the day, the grace period, though, I like I said, if you at least acknowledge your partner, just a caress, just something. I mean, I really truly believe that the good guys won't cheat. That's where I was getting at. I mean, there are. Listen, there's a reason why there's a disconnect right now of why. Look at how people date now. We swipe right. What happened to the days when you went to the bar and you actually looked at somebody and look, maybe as you got closer, maybe their breath stank, maybe get the hell away from me, But a picture, we're looking at a picture, and a picture, somebody smiles, is it creepy? Is it fake? You know what I mean? That type of a thing. And that's just not me. Kill me. Kill me if I ever had to restart dating again, honestly, because what's the point? It's about whose wallet's bigger, there's so many things you can get into at the end of the day, and the fantasies and unrealistic expectations. I think the porn industry has absolutely ruined it. But for some women, honestly, I really believe that. Men think that, that one will just suck me off anytime. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Great every day. But listen, you started with your hand, buddy. You're going to need it eventually sometime when she ain't around. So, get to strengthen that wrist. But what I'm getting at more than anything is that women also, I wish that they would just be more honest at sometimes too, if they ain't feeling it, and just don't say anything, because not you, but there are some women that have told men, I'll do this, this, and this. And then you're stupid enough to fall for it, talking about guys or whatever like that. And then, again, you're not honest with them and let them know, look, I'm just not feeling it anymore, and be adults and go your separate ways. But no, you got to do this and be the cheating and ruin it for the rest of us. And then you put up red flags for good women like you that might, oh, is this going to be the next son of a bitch that breaks my heart?
Right.
That's where is my argument in terms of, unfortunately, we have a bunch of assholes that have ruined it for the rest of us if I was still a single guy. But yeah.
Right. Real quick. I got the link up. We're not going to be on much longer. We might be on another 10 minutes.
She whipped my ass.
I'd just like to give anybody an opportunity that wants to come in, chime in right quick. We'll keep it real quick. Come on in here. Give us your thoughts if you feel like coming through. Y'all know how we do. Before we get up out of here, but yeah, man, it was some fire conversation, man. Great points hit. Built says being grounded and knowing you're happy with what you have, like J. Cole said, love yours. Canes Raw says, Stallion, great effort, my guy. Rocks with you, but shy debate was on key for the subject. I mean, you know what? The thing about it is, and listen, to co-sign with what Shy, all the points she put out, there's no excuse. Bottom line, if you have a good woman at home, you ain't got no business cheating. You're supposed to be all that energy that you're putting into somebody else. If you got somebody good at home, you put it into what you got at home. You know?
And I know plenty of guys. That will never have that opportunity. You know, that they still looking for that one. And they're like in our age range, Larry.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad.
You should have outgrown that shit.
Yeah. And you know how cheating can be avoided? Go to therapy.
You know, hey.
Help.
Shy, if Shy will do nothing else, Shy will make sure y'all try to seek therapy, and you rightfully should. That's something everybody. That's not taboo anymore.
Like guys, if you're feeling like you still have the urge to cheat on these good women, like just try therapy maybe first before you make a decision that you might regret years later, months later, days later. Because you will, once you get a good woman, it's going to be so hard for you to get another one.
Look at this. Smiley just hit the point.
If people start dating with a purpose instead of getting into a relationship for companionship, get a dog. Say hi. Say, see, I got my dog.
On cue. Yes. But I still don't think it's men that have one problem with cheating. Women definitely do it as well. Yeah, that's true.
They do. No, they do. I think that's a great point right there, because truth be told, you know, when these people enter in relationships, what are they looking for? And again, I think that people just say what they want to say just to be in a relationship or something. And again, that honesty right from the beginning, oh my God, you can't do nothing without honesty. And again, what are you hiding from people? Honestly, I get don't be an open book and wear your heart on your sleeve. I get that. But at the same time, again, the transparency, that's a great word. You need to sell yourself because they're at least talking to you. I mean, honestly, I have this theory. 7 out of 10 women look at a guy. Shy, if I'm wrong, forgive me. But I believe that 7 out of 10 women look at a guy and basically say, okay, I might have sex with them if I'm I might. Okay. Then there's those other 3 nerds that might grow on you or whatever like that, whatever the fuck that is. But I'm just saying, if they grow on me, but whatever that means. But I'm just saying that. But if you get to that point where the attraction is there, okay, now we got to unlayer that onion. But
let's be honest, real quick. Everybody, and we're all human. You're gonna look at the opposite sex. And you're going to envision, even if for a split second, because it's natural. There's nothing wrong with that. That's natural.
Correct.
The problem and where it gets wrong is if you start saying, oh, you know what? Let me see if I can make this happen and actually try to carry it out. Jesus was tempted. So if Jesus was tempted, is it a problem if men are tempted? You got to combat that temptation and fight that temptation. So that's why I say whenever somebody gets on us and saying, you shouldn't be doing that. Hold up. Jesus was tempted. So you pray to him. So you ain't got a problem with Jesus when he was tempted. So, you know, like I say, but acting on the temptation is where the problem is.
The superior man takes responsibility. The inferior man blames everybody else and makes the excuses. Simple as that.
Boom.
It's
great
like
show, y'all.
Cashier at your job, and you're dealing with a lot of money, like the bankers, and they're dealing with thousands and thousands of dollars. They're tempted, but why don't they do it? You understand what I'm saying? I'm still stuck on the only getting hit on birthdays. Baby girl got to.
Listen, again, that would have been a contract that would have needed to be signed.
We have to end up leaving her, y'all. He ended up leaving. I'm not gonna say no names, but the person ended up packing his shit and he's gone.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
y'all,
Yeah,
this
good
was
to
an
know.
awesome show. Before we get up out of here, Stallion, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to give some departing words. We'll get you out of here. Then me and Shy, we're gonna wrap it up and get ready because it's Thanksgiving week. It's a lot of turkey, and Shy gotta get the salad and the
Shut
veggie
up,
turkey.
bro. It's past 8 o'clock. I can't eat no more for the rest of the night.
Listen,
Nope.
I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Good debate, Stallion. Good debate. Good debate.
hey, good debate. Good
You
debate.
did
good
it. Y'all
debate.
did it. Y'all did it.
Just so I can get a 2 by my name from my girl LNV. Mario still sucks, and he cheated on Miami. How about that? So there we go. So can I get a 2 LNV if you're still in the chat? I just want my girl LNV back on my side.
Don't
22.
do it.
We can agree to disagree. Mario cheated on Miami by losing those 2 games, worried about somebody else. So, but no, in reality, though, no, listen. Thank you so much for letting me be on and debate this topic. She showed me the error of my ways that I basically grouped everybody. But at the end of the day, though, realistically, men and women should continue to respect each other, and hopefully this younger generation can learn a thing or two, because like last week's show, you've got, unfortunately, doofuses that didn't step up and be fathers and didn't show young ladies what it needed to be, and even young men, to be fair. And a mama had to do that. And then you've got all these trust issues, unfortunately, and hang-ups. But at the end of the day, guys, we're coming up on the holiday season. It's Thanksgiving. Just be thankful that you have people. Right now, my mom and dad are needing all the prayers that they can get because they're up there elderly in age, and I'm going to enjoy Thursday with them. And you should enjoy all the people that you have in your life. There she goes. She gave me the 2. It was for Mario. It wasn't for the debate. But anyway, thank you.
Okay.
Love you, Ellen. But anyway, but seriously though, but love one another. Continue to do right by each other. And you know what? If you have a friend or somebody that you know that's even thinking about cheating, just talk them out of it. Because let me tell you something. The grass might look greener on the other side, but at the end of it, you ain't gonna have much green left. And I'm going to leave it at that. So,
you know what? I just want to say this. It's so important who you surround yourself with, too. If you know your friends or so-called friends are cheering you on cheating, or when y'all out, like, man, look at her, and they know you got a woman at home, separate yourself. You need to, if you're married, hang with other married people then. You understand what I'm saying? Hang with people that you know are going to be faithful and if you're going to do something like, well, bro, what are you doing? Like, sis is back at home. Don't do that to her, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that makes a difference too. Who do you surround yourself with?
Yeah. And especially if you have a friendship with both, because you would think at that point you've been invited to their home, you've been to cookouts, you've been to things like that. I mean, it's like don't hurt her. She's a good woman, or vice versa. He's a good man. Don't hurt him like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Make your friendship accountable.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that. Absolutely. Again, you always want to surround people that uplift, not anybody that keeps you down or, tempts you in the bad ways, honestly. You need to always be better.
It goes back to what Coach Ronnie, when we had him on a few weeks ago. Remember when he said that you had to change your algorithm on the internet? Sometimes you got to change your algorithm in real life.
Yes. And that's a little secret I don't want to really tell. Well, no, I can say it. When my significant others, when they look on their Instagram and they go, and I tell them to search for something, when they hit that search button and I see all women with their ass out, with their thongs and stuff, that says a lot about what you do behind closed doors. I'm sorry.
That's facts. That's facts.
But if I'm seeing like podcasts and people working out, like if you look at my Instagram, that's all you see: food and working out, cakes, donuts, and then somebody
Right.
Yeah, you kind of know who the pervs and the fatties are depending on their pictures or whatever like that are based on that. So it's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my little secret.
Yeah. No doubt. Well, sis, you want to give some departing words before we get up out of here on this Thanksgiving holiday edition?
Yes. Well, as far as our topic, like I said, it's all about the internal work that you guys need to do, men and women, because I know some women cheaters, so I'm not going to bash my men, but for women and men, guys, it starts within yourself. Go get some therapy, talk to your mate. If you really want to make it work, fix whatever issues y'all have. Women, give your men some head. Give them the cootie cat, because clearly that's the most important thing. Hercules.
Release the tatas.
It's no such thing. We're too old to say, I don't do that. I don't like that. Girl, get it done if you want to keep your man. Okay?
Talk to the mic. Talk to the mic.
Preach, Shy. Preach this.
Okay? So take care of your man physically, spiritually, and mentally. But men, it also starts with yourself. On a better note, Thanksgiving. My mom is not here, but she's with me in spirit. But I'm thankful for all my friends, all my family, all my distant friends and family, all my audience. I love you guys. I'm so thankful for being on the show. I'm thankful for you, bro. Thank you, Sally, for coming on the show.
You too,
You know,
sis.
it's all about moments. If you guys have issues with people, like your family or friends, maybe just give them a call on Thanksgiving and just say, hey, happy Thanksgiving, because you just never know how things might turn out later. They might not be here. So happy Thanksgiving. I love you guys and thank you for everything. I'm thankful.
No
And
doubt.
say bye.
No doubt.
Say bye.
Hey.
I know. Got her puppy, so
No
I'm
doubt,
thankful
no
for
doubt.
my baby.
We love you back, sis.
Love
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving
Love you.
to you
Thank
and
you. Thank you
yours.
for
Stallion,
everything.
much love. Happy Thanksgiving to you as yours as well, my brother. Much love to you as well. And you know, my departing words are gonna be real simple. The holiday season is upon us. As Shai said, she no longer has her mother. I no longer have my father. You know, a lot of people, this is a tough time. The holidays are a tough time because you never get over the loss of a parent or a loved one or whatever.
Yeah.
And also, you never know what people are going through and what gets triggered during the holiday time. So all I would say is be thankful, be happy that you're here. Because somebody didn't wait. Somebody's not going to wake up and enjoy Thanksgiving, you know, with their family. Somebody's not going to be able to enjoy Christmas with their family. So by all means, make the most of it. Do not take, like Stallion said, his parents, you know, are up in age. Don't take them for granted because some of us, we wish we could have both of ours here. You know, we don't have that privilege. And I'm most thankful, I'd like to say, for, you know, Devin, you talk, the whole team, everybody in the chat, Sis, Stallion, Chris, everybody that rocks with us, you know, and doing what we do. Thank y'all for just making this just a great year, a great first year. You know, we do what we do. This is actually episode 25. This is our quarter mark. You know, this is episode 25 since we started. So
I love it.
We're growing, and big things are coming. Big things are coming. So
I hope this got the most views of all of them. I hope it does. So
we're starting at the bottom, you know, but we're going up there, man. We're moving to new heights, you know. So I think we're gonna put a bow on this thing, man. I mean, the chat is still chatting. We love you too, Quella. Thank you for the support.
We love you too.
They're still talking about it. We will be back next Monday. We don't know what the topic is yet. We'll figure it out. But it's gonna be something that's gonna be fiery. So y'all.
Hey, somebody can put a stupid comment like I did last week and just get you the topic right now. Somebody right now.
Because this was not planned. I swear.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
You guys were really searching for a topic, and then I had to open up my big damn mouth.
It really wasn't. I mean,
no one has ever done that before, so you're the first to ever do that, Sally. I never
breaking barriers. Breaking barriers.
When we got off that show, I was like, bro, if we don't have this show,
she was ready.
He texted me. He texted me. He said she is still pissed at you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what I do or what I say? But it was good.
Seriously. So, but we all can say that it's just not about the cootie cat. I mean,
it isn't.
So.
That's our next topic right now. I'm just joking.
7 days a week, here twice on Monday. Okay, Quilla.
No, I'm joking.
Hey, real quick, if that's on the table, how fast does the man should get the ring? How about that or whatever? If that's in the prenup right there, I'm just throwing that out there because that matters to how many of these guys.
And look, and Quella put a poly relationship, but real quick before we get out of here, I want to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. You good. What I want to do is, submit y'all topic suggestions, your show suggestions. You got the emails right there. Email us. Let us know, man. If it's something you want to talk about, we talk about it all over here. And we invite everybody to come on. No topic is a bad topic. No opinion is right or wrong because opinions are not meant to be right or wrong. They're meant to be yours. So hit us up and let us know. So, but yeah, whatever y'all want to talk about, man, just get at us and we'll do it. So, Stallion, sis, chat. Appreciate y'all. Great show. Awesome show. We do what we do. Bottom line, I got nothing else to say. That's a wrap. Y'all know.
Show, guys.
Absolutely. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Y'all know how we start every show, and y'all know how we end every show. It ain't no us
Without you, baby.
without you, baby.
And please, men, don't go to your side chick's house for Thanksgiving. Just stay home, okay?
Stuff the turkey at home with your woman, guys. Stuff.
Now I gotta take a page. I gotta take a page out of Shy book from last week when I said what I said. Sis, you just had to say that. You just had to say that.
My heart.
You know somebody now. You know somebody in this chat is texting their side piece talking about when I finish.
Hey, what you fixing? What you
What you
gonna
fix?
say
What
me
you
to
fix?
play? You want to save me?
Oh,
Could
by
I
the way,
get some-
can we outlaw the 6'7" bullshit too? Can we outlaw the 6'7" bullshit? Reciprocate, fellas. Eat the kitty. That's all I'm gonna say. Eat the kitty.
Yes,
And you
that
can
should
just
be
keep
the
that
next topic.
Don't be DJ Khaled, because he doesn't win every time. So there you go. So yeah, facts.
He had to hit your vape on that one. He had to hit the vape.
There we go. So yeah.
Bye,
I'm
y'all.
speechless.
Happy
I'm speechless.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. We'll catch y'all next week, man.
See
It's
y'all.
real talk.
Bye.
Peace.
From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's you talk, baby.
Every topic, every voice, like a new kind of pearl. Shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's you talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. From the heart of the city to the edge of the world.
It's you talk, baby.
Black kings and queens, we're both in a fur. Every time we carry